Instagram, Facebook, what's going on? You know, my name's Martin, 25 years in sales, sold springs door to door, sold springs door to door for fundraising for Leukemia Society, sold toys door to door, passed out flyers, worked at Costco, standing at the kiosk. Hey, you want to sign up for Costco home decorating system? So I have a couple of Golden Tiger martial arts, sold antique guns, all kind of sales. And that's why I come to you and I give you these tips from the Closer Survival Guide. Remember, one thing that prevents people from selling is not having all the closing material. Because your goal when you're selling is you got to keep the conversation going. How many of you guys are doing Zoom learning right now? How many of you guys are been not even in your office? We're not going to be in our office until September minimum. So just think about, go by an elementary school. Just think, usually you have 50, 60, 70, 100 cars parked in front of the school. This year you had no school, no students. Just think about the liquor store, the restaurant, the little places all around there. For us, it's a 7-Eleven, a dog place, an escape room. What is it? Carl's Jr., all kind of restaurants. Del Taco. There's the CVS down the street. All those businesses were impacted. Stater's Brothers. What about those thousands of car volumes that go and stop or impulse buying? So just think how those businesses are impacted. That's what I'm saying. People look like they have money. Like Father's Day, I'm driving around. You think it's a holiday, man. Ain't nobody on the highway. If you're a man, you need to be out there making some money, Chief. You've been sitting at home. So take some of these closes. Go to my channel. Learn. Just why I have the 666 Undercover Billionaire Study Group. I grew that because I thought I'd have $20,000, $40,000 of retirement, reduced to $2,000 to $3,000. The one night I was watching Undercover Billionaire, and I said, you know what? Why don't we just apply the skills that they're learning to help us make more money? They're billionaires and millionaires. If I could take 2 or 3 tips that they're talking about and just apply them, how much money would I make? How will I learn to deal with people? How would I learn to invest money? How I learn to overcome disappointments. So that's why I have $6 for 1 episode, $60 we do 5 episodes, $600. All of these are all for season 2. And the $6,000 option is season 1, Undercover Billionaire, season 2, Undercover Billionaire, Undercover Billionaire, Comeback City. And I go in a little bit more detail with the Closer Survival Guide. So I'm going to give you your clothes for the day too. So the clothes for the day is, I know some of you, I've sold handbags, jeans, shirts, clothes. And yet, once you get the person to the register, I have a person with 1,000, 2,000, that's going to buy a sell or sign a contract. This would be better for contracts too, but it's good for anything. You know, you're selling, say, a $1,500 refrigerator, and you're ready to go get all the paperwork signed. The person's all exciting, and I say, "Oh yeah, man, I'm really ready to go. I'm really ready to go." You said, "That's great." This is when you say, "Okay, well, great. Well." And you're signing the paperwork, just like before you start to sign the paperwork, because some people will say, oh, they're really excited, and back out just says, how can you, this is the Grant Cardone Justify Close, how can you justify an investment of this size? What do you mean? Well, when is the last time you paid $1,500 for a refrigerator? Or, oh, I don't know, when is the last time you spent $1,500 for anything? And how did you feel afterwards? Because what you want to make them do, because there's always a little bit of a return period, but you want to get them past that return period. So, yeah, I gotta say, that's why I say, hey, tell me, when's the last time? How can you justify an investment of this value? Get them to convince themselves. Well, hey, I can look for a refrigerator, a stove, washer, dryer, microwave. I can turn it like they'll say, hey, I can use my phone. I can look at what's going on in the house. Not only it's a cooking thing, but it's like a semi-alarm thing where I can see if anyone's in the house or if anything's going wrong. I can start the meal prep for the family and I don't have to be around. Or if I'm worried, like, hey, did I leave something on in the house? I can check my phone and double check nothing's on in the house. So, oh, okay, that's great. Well, that's great, man. This would be an excellent product to help you do what you said 1, what you said 2, what you said 3. Okay, well, Hey, let's get this done for you. Let's get this signed for you. Sign your. Just get this done today. Let's sign here, here, and here. Get them to justify it. Yeah, Martin, I want to do this. Oh, that's great. Well, that's great. Well, let's get this done so you can get this done. And then just give it to them. Find out what's going on first. See if like, okay, Martin, you do that 3 out of 10 times, like I showed you how I showed the dentist to make $108,000 a year. But just say, hey, Martin, I need you to do this $3,000 procedure instead of panicking. Just okay, I need this. And you know what, Martin? When's the last time you last time you justified? Especially in this economy. Maybe if we were in a booming economy, I'd say different clothes. But you're talking about $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 items. You want to make sure you get them locked in. Then once you get them locked in, put the contract in front of them. And then if they start to hesitate, then you can say, okay, well, hey, based on what you've seen so far, what we talked about, and how you justify, is there anything that would prevent you from moving forward today? That's another close for another day. But the justify close, just get them to overcome the buyer's remorse, man. Just so like buyer's remorse is when they feel guilty and they may return it. So there's always a little return period. I've seen people at Macy's return stuff. Well, don't get me started. You don't know your size. You don't know your color. Come on, man. Put it back on this credit card. Put it back. You don't have the guts to tell your husband or wife, I bought this. Oh, my husband's, what your husband said? Is he bringing home the money? Even if he don't bring home the money, leave it on the card. Don't make a headache for me. Oh, you see all kind of stuff in retail, man. I can only imagine what I see. Like now, it's just like a sidebar. Oh, you guys with these expensive cars, I have a program to help you pay off your car loan faster. $75, $145, $275 programs. Let me help you pay off your car loan faster. And for you guys who want to buy houses, well, for you guys as a note, if you want to buy a house, you cannot be behind on your student loan. I don't care how much they're going to defer. The banks are not going to give you money. I reduced the student loan down from $92,440 something to 25. It's to be like $23,800 right now. Let me show you how to make that money to get that student loan reduced. And I have that program. It's a $5,000. Would you pay $5,000 in order to buy a house that's worth anything, depending on where you are? $45,000 if you want to buy a mobile home, up to $1 million. Well, if you have a bad credit and if you just show like a little outstanding with that student loan, it's not going to work. So that's a new program that I'm making. That's $1,200. And I have my Blackjack retirement program. That's $500 if you want to go. And also I have my I'll think about that later. $75 goes to survival guide, and that's where you get closes like the justify close. How can you justify making investing in this fine or doing something of this magnitude? And just pause. Let them convince themselves. And I'll come back with you later for the thought of the day. But for now, I want you to use this justify close, because everyone must think this is a vacation or something. I don't see nobody on the road. So once you get that person in front of them, make sure you close them. Talk to them. Keep them talking. They'll buy. They waste their money. If they don't waste the money on you, they're going to waste it on something else. So relax if they get nervous. I mean, don't worry, man. You've got to be, like Grant says, you got to be certain. And if not, follow up with them, man. And then you, too, will be able to buy a $3.89 bottle of Essentia. Okay, my name is Martin Morris. I live in California. Send me $1,000. P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402. Let me make California great again for you. Talk to you later.